Welcome back, Love Nation. This is Nina. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you to everybody that has been coming to my channel. Like this video, share this video, and hit that notification bell so you guys know when I drop my next one. Listen, you guys, we're going to get into more social media madness this weekend as Peanut the Squirrel and Fred the Raccoon was taken away from a animal sanctuary in New York State this week, and they were put down. And the owners are definitely fighting mad about the situation. I'm about to play a news clip and come back with my commentary, you guys.
Feeding all of our 71 rescue horses at our nonprofit animal rescue. Midway through that, a line of DEC officers, about 6 to 8 of them, showed up and gave me a warrant for a squirrel and a raccoon.
The search warrant said Longo was in unlawful possession of wildlife. He says agents ransacked his property for 5 hours until they found Peanut and Fred the raccoon.
We complied. We weren't allowed to move. We were police escorted into the bathroom. Mind you, this is a search warrant for a squirrel and a raccoon. And I feel like this was a little bit of an overkill.
Longo says he was working on the necessary paperwork to be able to legally own Peanut as an educational animal.
You're not only hurting my family by taking Peanut away from me, but you're also hurting the organization that we started on the back of a rescue squirrel. We named this organization Peanut's Freedom Farm because he has been such a big portion of my life and so many people around the world. You know, we promoted the fact that squirrels are not good pets. They don't deserve to be inside, but there are rare occasions where you stumble on an animal that unfortunately can't survive in their normal habitat. That's the only reason why Peanut was ever a rescue animal.
Longo says he rescued Peanut 7 years ago in New York City after the squirrel's mom was hit by a car. He says he rehabbed Peanut and tried to release him into his backyard. But Longo says Peanut never developed the instincts to survive outside. After Peanut was attacked by an animal and lost half his tail, Longo let Peanut live in his home.
And then he became best friends with my cat. So that's when we turned to social media. We put some funny and silly videos out there, and the internet loved him. He became the world's most famous squirrel.
Peanut racked up a combined 3 million followers on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Longo says he believes Peanut's fame led to someone filing a complaint.
I'm no expert in anything involving politics of the state, but they sent 6 to 8 officers to my house from Albany to confiscate a squirrel and a raccoon, and it was signed off on a search warrant. So just that in its sense, to say that is one of the most shocking things I could say, in my opinion, is we just used resources and spent an entire day sitting 2 people who run a nonprofit animal rescue and treat them like criminals.
Alright, so you guys just heard a little bit background on Peanut the Squirrel and Fred the Raccoon, whom is pictured right here. And I am just going to say this. It's pretty messy when you have so much crime going on right now in the world that the police can literally stop and do a 5-hour search at an animal rescue farm to find a squirrel and a raccoon. Right now, in the times that we live in, I find that to be just as criminal as what happened to these 2 poor little animals. I'm about to play another clip, and then I'm going to come back with some further commentary, you guys.
Forward, you'll continue to read about it in the news. We will continue to post content of Peanut in his days and his best memories along with Fred. So thank you guys so much. Please continue to reach out to us. I'm going to do my best to answer as many DMs and as many questions and emails
We are
and
trying
comments.
hard.
It's been an unbelievable amount of support from you guys. And I know I'm just a stranger, but I can't thank you guys enough. Oh man, I'm sorry I keep crying, but holy fuck, man. Never in my life did I think this would be the way I would be ending it with you guys and with Peanut. Fuck. I'm angry, I'm sad, I'm disgusted. We fight and work every day to pay our state taxes, and then they turn around and they do this to a family. Oh, fuck me, man. Oh, man. But we're going to sign off for now. Again, we'll keep you guys posted. Thank you all so much.
Thank you for everything.
Oh, man. There was these criminal judge in my county that signed off on a search warrant to come and take Peanut and Fred and kill them. Could you imagine that's what today's news is about? We have people raping and killing children, and today's news is how the government killed a squirrel. The judge's name is Richard Rich. Richard Rich. That is the guy that signed Peanut's death warrant. Richard Rich of Chemung County signed a criminal search warrant to take a squirrel and a raccoon. For those of you that are just tuning in, when my house got raided 3 days ago, I wasn't even allowed to use the toilet without a police escort. The police escort then had to open up the back of the toilet to see if I was hiding anything in there. Meanwhile, the search warrant is literally to come and pick up a squirrel and a raccoon and any other wildlife in the house. I wasn't even allowed to feed the outdoor horses that missed breakfast and lunch. These are animals, these are horses that we took from kill pens and slaughter auctions that missed meals for weeks and weeks. And we do whatever it takes to get them back to we rehab them to get them back to their normal state. And the animal activist cops wouldn't even allow me to feed the animals outside of the place that they were investigating. I know this sounds absolutely absurd, guys, but we're talking about a criminal search warrant for a raccoon and a squirrel. So I'm telling you right now, this was much more than just meets the eye. You see this stuff on TV, you see it on Cops, where people get their houses raided like this. So in my opinion, I do not think they were just looking for a squirrel and a raccoon. I really don't. You wouldn't ask? You wouldn't ask me if I had cameras in my house? Yes, Richard Rich is the judge's name who signed off on the search warrant. And if anybody wants the search warrant, I will gladly post the search warrant so you guys can see what's going on. The fact of the matter is you guys can plead your case that Peanut was illegal to have in a house. And if it was, why wasn't there a complaint or a file or somebody to take Peanut away for the last 7 years? None. There was zero. You got some anonymous complaints on the internet, and that's what led to this. So.
Alright, you guys just saw those clips, and this is my opinion about the situation. Even though I do find it to be a little bit bizarre to have a squirrel and a raccoon as a pet, I do understand that this couple has a very loving and compassionate relationship for rescue animals, and does display this in a way where they've embodied having these animals in their home. Now, on the other side of this, I do find it to be just very, very reprehensible that it took a 5-hour raid using several dozen police officers to come to their home in order to, search out in a search warrant for a squirrel and a raccoon. In the atmosphere right now where some people can call 911 and nobody even show up for almost an hour, I think that these police resources are definitely being misused. And to, I have so many other things going on that should be of higher priority and importance. I think that the police officers' time could have been better used for more important cases that need attention. This is pretty crazy, and the fact that he's already had these animals for several years with no complaints, it's just mind-boggling. I do hope that they get compensated in some way. I'm sure that they're going to file a lawsuit. I'm definitely going to follow this Share your opinion, guys. Like, share, subscribe. Till next time, enjoy your night and be safe. Bye, guys.